Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So I'm here with a group, and we're going to be trading a very simple strategy. With the idea this season is just to make $200 to $300 a day. So that's $4,000 to $6,000 a month with a 20 average of 20 days you get to trade in a single month. Usually, $4,000 to $6,000 a month is enough for most people to have a fairly comfortable living, especially if there's a second income in the house. It could be more than comfortable. Now, obviously, you can expand the strategy that I'm going to trade with larger share size to be even make more money. But this whole strategy I'm about to show you is designed for your safety, so you can't lose a lot of money. Now, remember, please read this disclaimer. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Please seek the advice of somebody you trust before you try to emulate any of these strategies. Remember to always have a day trading plan. It's maximum loss per trade, usually $10 to $20 maybe per trade, and then maximum loss per day, usually $100 or $200 at the most, depending on what your share size is. But if you're just trying to make a living, you probably want to keep the max loss down to about $100 a day. So if you're only going to be, your green days are going to be $200 to $300, your red days, which there inevitably will be some, you really want them to be no greater than about $100 a day. Just walk away, live to trade another day. Don't just keep saying I can make it. Often you can do it, and it reinforces a bad lesson. So today we're going to be doing Apple. We're going to be doing, like I said, a very simple beginning strategy that I'll show you with 150 shares. So if you've made the PDT rule, you have to have at least 25,000 in your account, or you're trading offshore outside the United States, and you've made margins maybe 6 times. So this isn't, you don't need a lot of money. You certainly, if you had 25K in your account, it would be no problem trading this share size, which is 150, which is probably, it's 50 more than we were going to be doing this season, but it's really probably the max that I would suggest for your safety to trade. You might only want to trade 20 or 50 shares a day. It kind of depends on what your goal is. Now, this strategy only trades for 1/2 hour a day. It starts at half hour after market opens. So I'm on the East Coast, excuse me, New York Stock Exchange in the United States. So that's 10 a.m. that I would start trading. The market opens at 9:30 a.m. in this time zone. So, and then I will trade for 30 minutes. Look at Apple's taking off right now. So we're going to talk about how we set this up with the support and resistance levels that you see on the screen. We're going to talk about the special indicators that I'm using to make this easier. You don't necessarily have to have all these indicators. They're helpful. Some people don't believe in them. Some people would never trade without them. Kind of depends on, how you want to trade. I'll have links to everything that I'm talking about, including the books, and we're going to be trading a strategy developed by the $1 Million Margin Club back last year in 2023, early in March, April. It came out with the book became bestseller right away, Day Trading Volume 1. So pretty much any trader that's making money has Day Trading Volume 1. I highly recommend you get that book. There's a link to it. Now, they have a bunch of other books that are all really good too, like Day Trading Volume 4 is about trading the open, and I recommend that too. And then, of course, the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. You need to know your patterns. I'll be reading those today. So you can look for those to links. Also, I highly recommend Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. He basically lets you know that you should count on every trade going against you, count on the probabilities going against you, and then develop your edge with whatever strategy you're trading, and then stick to your day trading plan. So he's passed away now, but he has a lot of really good lessons in that book. It's highly regarded in the trading community. Another book is Best Loser Wins, Tom Hougaard. He's still around and he's still trading, and he's a well-known Dutch trader. And a lot of the lessons in that book resonated with me about keep holding on to a winning position, even though you may have, take profit. Wait, until it starts going against you, then get out. That was one of the lessons I really liked. I never could understand why people would have a take profit and just get out even when the stock was still going straight up. Well, I got my profit. That's great. you know, if you're not around watching or something, but if you're there and you see it and you have alerts, why not let it go higher, right? So that's another great book. So there's links to all of those, as well as these indicators that I'll be talking about, like the scalping indicator here, which really changed everything for day traders. There's a link for that. The green in here represents the buyers, the red represents the sellers, and they are, and then the labels represent the percentages inside any particular candle. So as you can see here, so you can learn to read the way that the buyers and sellers move. You can learn to read the columns, or you can just look right here and see the sentiment within the candle, like a strong buyer right now, and then ride the wave. I often annotate it with being on a surfboard and waiting for the wave to come jumping on it. And just get off fast. You're only going for 5 cents, 10 cents, maybe 20 cents with your 100 or 150 shares, and get out. Don't overstay your welcome, and then wait for the next wave to come in. The other indicator here is the buy-sell oscillator. So it's based on the RSI crossover, and it's been reprogrammed to be very tight for large caps, which this strategy is. And it has little arrows, not these line of arrows here, but you see that red arrow there was saying that the price action is going to turn around. Red arrow here says both of these were wrong, unfortunately, but that's how it works. So it's just one more. As with any indicator, you can't count on every one to be correct, but this runs at about 70% accurate. This is something you just have to learn to read, the scalping indicator. The other thing, you see these little gray lines here. This is a busy chart. These gray lines are marking every half and whole dollar. That's just a simple script that you can put in. I'll have a link to it if you don't want to mark those yourself on every stock that you trade. This just populates immediately. That is trading with the crowd. You want to know those levels because a lot of people go in and out at half and whole dollar levels. So, you know, and people, even if you know to look for them, you forget. So having them on your chart can be very helpful. Everybody trades differently, and they might think that's too busy. But if I'm trading on a 1-minute chart, I don't find there's nothing here that stops me from reading this price action. I like to have these things, and we'll talk about the other things. Now, these long line of arrows here, the green and the red, are part of the market magnet, and there's the magnet right in there. And if that comes into play, I'll show you how that works. This is based on the volume profile from Thinkorswim, but then it's tweaked for large cap, and it's a lot more dynamic and helping you read the magnet set for intraday. Highly recommend this. I'll have a link to that. Those are all through the $1 Million Margin Club. You can get these, which I really promote them because I really believe they're the ones that do the strategy guides for trading, and there's just no better books out there. Now let's get into the act. That's everything that's on here that I would use to take a trade, except the support and resistance levels, which are part of the RV strategy. So the first thing you do with the RV strategy is you open up a day chart. Now this is a day chart. So this is today moving right now in the day chart. This is yesterday, right? So the first thing you would do, and I say I have not done it, is mark the ATR level. So let's do that really quick. So you look at the close of yesterday, 242.84, all right? And then we're going to mark that. Let me just get that. Let me just get a line here. I'll make a couple lines here that we can mark this. So 24.84, and then the ATR is 348. Sorry guys, let me just get the calculator here real quick so I don't do this wrong. So $3.48. So yeah, that'll work. So 3.48 divided by 2. So we have $1.74 that we're adding to 242.84. So give me a second, guys. We'll set this up. So 244.58 is the high of the range we want to make. So left extension on. So what did I say? 244.58. We'll make that high. We'll make it green. We'll triple it. And there's our ATR high. And then our low. So what I'm going to do then is take the, where'd my calculator go? So 244.58. Now I can take the entire ATR, which was what? Which was 348, right? So 348, $3.48. minus 3.48. And that's going to be 241.10. So that's what we're looking for, 241.10 on this. Sorry, guys, I thought I had set this up this morning already, and I realized that I changed stocks, and I forgot. So 3. So now we have our range. Oops. Market. Those are my fat fingers. Okay, so the first thing you do is what I didn't do, but now I've done it, is you set that range up. You saw how I did it. Now, I called it an ATR high and low. There really is only one ATR number, and basically you're just trying to find out where the middle of that is. You expect these large cap stocks, which are $25 billion minimum float, and minimum market cap and a $1 billion minimum float, to kind of move within this range. See how it's doing it. Now, right now, Apple's going up, so it may break this ATR, which is marked right up there. We'll see, and then we have to worry about that. But we're basically trying to get a range, a general range. The next thing you do is you'd set your Fibonacci levels. This is a 5-minute, 10-day chart. So I found the low. It could have been a high. You always go left to right. And I clicked it there. Then I snapped the high over here. And I've made support and resistance levels. These create channels that we trade inside. This is the Fibonacci is nature's mathematical formula. And I did that again on another chart, a 5-minute, 2-day, which is right. I've changed this around, this layout a little bit, guys. This is the 2-day, 5-minute. So there it is right there. So, oh no, I'm sorry. This just happened today. So it's right here, actually, the whole action. Yeah. So now you would look at those levels as possible support and resistance levels, and you can see they're kind of respecting them here. Now, if you watch episode 3, you can see how to set up your layout to be very sensitive, like mine is here. And we're going to get ready. I'll be doing what they call quarterbacking and calling out the trades. Now, that strategy goes on setting up more detailed levels, like you'd go to a 4-hour chart and you'd look for historical data based on the current price action. So any historical data inside here. Okay, now I didn't actually do that today. Instead, what I did is I did the Fibonacci extensions. I have some videos that show how to do that, because I honestly feel Apple's going to be going really high today. So we'll see what happens. So if by some chance I need to come back and mark some of these levels, I will. But right now, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the Fibonacci channels, the indicators I'm going to be using. But the strategy does call for wherever the stock abruptly turns around, stops, turns around, that's an historical level you might want to mark. I'll be using the half and whole dollars, the Fibonacci, and it says that you go to a 1-hour chart and then a 15-minute chart, and you mark those historical levels. You're not going to see me do that today, but that's a safer way to trade the strategy if you want to do that. Right now, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here, so let me get this set up on a 5-minute here so we can see our 5-minute. And then this is a 15-minute chart down here. This is a 1-minute I'll be trading on. This is the day chart I have minimized. This is your active trader showing 150 shares. I'll be trading market. I'll be reversing a lot. This is the level 2 that I hide these off, these exchanges off to the side, because when I take trades, it will show most of my account number. This is basically only when you're doing market does that happen. And this is because they kind of have their own dark pool, because they promised 2.7% liquidity and to pick up any position within 0.2 of a second. If that is not happening for you, because I know some people are surprised, then you should talk to Thinkorswim through Charles Schwab and say, why is this not happening on my platform when I see it happen on other people's platforms? This is the multi-chart alignment. I always have this set up, but there's a link to that. This is showing you the direction that each one of these candles closed, a 5-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. There are people that trade on just those time increments. So knowing when what they see just before they go in is highly, it's very important to know. So every 5 minutes, you want to think about that. I don't actually have it on this chart because sometimes it slows down my layout. So I mostly want to watch that to just see what is the overall sentiment. This is the dashboard. I have this just open for market because that's what I do. And this is another great script. I have a link to that. And then down here are minimized charts again. So another, this is a 5-minute. another 5-minute 2-day, and then I have a 30-minute 1 hour and 4 hour, all used to set up on different strategies. So guys, I'm getting ready to get in, banking off this fib right here. I'm thinking about going in on this fib, guys. If everybody's ready up there, I'm probably just going to go right in. We still have a minute, so let's just see if it's going to break that fib and go down to maybe the $0.50. It's kind of shadowing all over here, shadow wicking. Let's just see. I'm just going to go in right there, guys, as it popped down. Let's throw this over here. So I have this set up so you can see my position. What is that trade open at right now, and then what is for the whole day, which is the entire amount right now, because it's the first trade I've taken. And then this is my price that doesn't, that is easy to see. Now, did you see the oscillator come in right there, right off the bat? So that was telling me that this is going to, reaffirming that this is going to go up. There was an arrow there, and then it kind of, since it didn't keep going down, the arrow didn't fully appear. But it's good that it was because I was starting to feel bad about the position. So now we're just trying to make a $200 to $300 a day. That's it. And if it's more than that, that's great. Trading for a half hour. If it's not working, the trade's not, and it hits your max loss of $10 or $20 in a trade, get out, and you still have a very good chance of making your goal. But if everything's going against you, just stop trading. So it's turning us around right here. So yeah, the arrow's turning. I'm going to take that right there because of the arrow and the Fibonacci level. So the first trade was $58. Okay. Now it doesn't mean it's going to, actually going to reverse again off of that and see if we can go back up to the fib. Because of this price action coming in, I jumped back in. Now this is the market magnet. See how it pulled the magnet up? So that's why I went back long again. But I probably will still respect this Fibonacci level. But that was a very good indicator of why you use this indicator. This is showing you volume at a certain price coming in, and this is the overall volume. And when it was strong enough, that wide, to pull that overall average up, it acts like a springboard often. So even though I wanted to go short, and it won't be enough, I was going to try to capture a little move here. These arrows are pushing it down from the market magnet, as well as the fib might turn it around. So I might just turn around any time now if it doesn't go up there, but it usually takes about a minute to get up there. So let's just see. I mean, there's no usually, obviously, right? So it's just anything can happen. So I'm just speaking out the way I see things, and it could be different. I'm trying to predict the future, but in a way where you can see it too. Or because if it doesn't make sense, you should be emailing me or asking in the chat, like, why did you take that trade? There was no data that supported that. What's going on here? You're an idiot. Whatever. Don't call me an idiot, but you know what I mean. So now there are times that I will take trades that are inexplicable, and I don't call them out, but I'm usually looking at something that I didn't call out. So that's what you may need to know when you ask me that question. So I'll be happy to answer that. And there are many times that I am just wrong. So yeah, I'm just gonna flip around. I don't, it's had plenty of time to go long here, and it's not. And I see that red arrow. Well, okay. I could have made more money. It could start to go long now. So I don't know. Now the price action's here, and we had a red arrow that flashed up. One's here, and I don't know. I'm just so I have screens all around me. I have people trading with me. I have Charlie. She's handling the chat with everybody. Alan's working and trading behind me. There's more people in the studio over here trading. So this is like an event every morning. Sometimes busy. Some mornings are busier than others as we're getting into the holiday season here in the United States. So I'm trying to get a beat on this action and not liking what I'm seeing here because it's not a clear defined short. So I'm going to actually go long now. Oh, 92. That wasn't very good. Yeah, that wasn't what I was looking for. So, I mean, I want to see it break this. If it doesn't break this fib, I mean, maybe it's going to fade off. I don't know. 15-minute just shows straight up. I don't have any definitive patterns here. Right now, it's just resting along this Fibonacci level, so it's very, very safe. I've managed to squeak out our first $100, and then it's just this up and down action here that you can. There's very little. See how it's turning me around again. There's very little slippage on Apple. We have a tight 1 penny spread. Sometimes 2 cents at the most. You're not going to get slippage with 150 shares with market in reverse. So okay, that was good. That was good. I was just about to tell you I was going to hit reverse. So it broke the arrows. This arrow was wrong, which happens. If it's going to be right 70% of the time, that means it's wrong 30% of the time. But it sometimes takes a minute for it to on a 1 minute candle for it to kind of realize this one was correct. This one was correct, as you can see, and this one might still end up being correct. So we need to be careful here. But I like the fact that it just pulled up everything. So I pulled up the high. That's what it did. Okay, so this is the high, all part of the market magnet. Now you can get this with labels up here. I don't like to trade with the labels, but when you go to the link, you have your choice of picking. I think it just gives you all of the different versions when you go to get it. I loaded the one without the labels like these labels, because already it's just so, yeah, okay, everybody's going long, which is good to see. So this is good. So let's see if we can get up to this ATR, guys. So our next thing is to break this 244.50, the $half level. Look at the strength of that scalping indicator going up. Guys, definitely want to get this. This is the number one indicator that I would get if you're only going to get one. Get this. Everybody trades with that on. And that's available on TradingView for free. Just type in DTS or Day Trading for Success or scalping indicator or scalper indicator, and it should come up. I made it available for free over there. I am a coder and a former math teacher, and you can get most of these things either from me for free or linked through the $1 Million Margin Club for short money that is worth getting if you're into scalping, day trading, scalping. So we have tons and tons of videos on the channel showing different strategies. And the open strategy ain't hay either, as they say. It is there's 4 different strategies in Day Trading Volume 4, and then they have the Holy Grail, which is the companion book they released after the Day Trading Volume 4. After traders were trading it for a while, they came up with a way to combine the 4 strategy, and they called that the Holy Grail. Okay, I'm gonna hold here for a minute. It's a $50 trade. It's good. I don't see anything pulling it down, although this is a danger thing. Buyers dropped and they didn't make it to the top of the column. So I am watching this. Multi-chart alignments, all green, but this 5 minutes. So there's a big pull to pull it up from traders. And the market magnet's down here. So this is a split decision here. I don't want to lose this money. So we'll see. It's already gone down a little bit. It's fading off. That's a second spinning top. Now it is creating a little bit of a bull flag here on the 1 minute. Nothing on the 5. 15's going straight up. I'd like to see these buyers climb. If these keep dropping here, then we really got to take this profit and get out. What it is I don't feel like going short. I just feel like taking the profit, and often I'll feel that way. Now, you see me reverse all the time, and that's because I've learned that the way I trade, I take a long time to go back in, and when I figured that out, I realized that it was better to try to manage a losing position and just keep flipping back around. If there's not much of a spread and you're not slipping, like it's going down further price to pick you up, then reversing can work. But it is a more advanced way to trade, so it's not the safest way to trade. Okay, so we're looking at that ATR, guys. I will reverse at the ATR no matter what. So maybe even that fib. Let's see. So that's the distance we're really going right here. So look, by waiting it out, I got whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it tapped it and went back down. So I'm gonna take that. I got it. Whoa, and then it keeps going. Of course. Are we not in sync? What just happened there? Because the volume went up so high, huh? Is that what happened? That we fell out of sync. So sometimes that'll happen on Thinkorswim. So 72. So it hit 72 and then fell back off. Yeah, no, we're right in sync. Okay. So let's just see. You see how much the volume went up there, which was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. It went up over 100K, 100,000 volume on that. So it hit this like a wall, though. So I am reversed still and hoping that that's the right way to go. I might try to squeak some little price movement as it keeps banging against that ATR. I'm going to try that 49. No. Okay, I was trying to get it to bang back up there, but maybe that was, oops. Okay, so that wasn't great. I didn't really set a max loss like I just told you guys to, but with watching this price action here, I would say $50 for me. Normally I'll do the whole share size, but I don't. I mean, we made our 200 already, if that was the goal, and we still got quite a bit. You know, we're really not far. We're only 10 minutes into the trading. I definitely called this wrong. I thought it might just sit here and play off this level. Sometimes it does that. I didn't have anything that said to do that. I mean, it did make a tweezer move to go down, so if anything, I should have been going short and stayed short rather than trying to do some shenanigans here. So there's my max loss if I stick to it. That was bad. Okay, so very annoying that I took that I lost that. I didn't get out. I was just about to, but it hit $51 for a second there, and I was just contemplating like, I don't want to lose. I think it's going to go back. I don't want to lose. But thinking is it's dangerous, right? What was I basing that on? Well, I guess I would base it on that it's an upward trend and it's Apple. I am going to talk to you about a swing strategy that a lot of people are doing here in the studio in a second here. But let me just try to make sure I'm going the right way on this position here, guys. How are you all doing? I'm going to actually go short again and see if I can bang it off the ATR again. So now I'm bucking the trend 100% here. I'm bucking the trend. So 36 cents. Where did it turn around before? Well, I'm going to take that. That's 35. So where was it here? 31 on these bodies, 31. So not quite as low as I wanted to get it at to go. I think it's going to go up. Now this is saying no, this is saying yes, and the magnet hasn't pulled up yet. I really needed to break this ATR, so it's a 50-50 or, you know, maybe a 60-40 chance that it's going to go the way I want, because here I am in trouble again. Starting to fade down here. Let's see what happens here. Right now, buyers are winning again. I'm going the right way again. Very, very small amount, but going the right way again for a minute. So it's going to be hard to kind of scalp this out. Haven't really been in much danger. I think I had a $51 down, but I have a big cushion. And then mostly it's been around $14 to $20 negative while I wait for it to go the way I want it to go. Now, you also have a $50 right here, which is, at this point, it seems to be respecting that more than the fib. So I would probably look there to turn around. If it, seeing the arrow, see the oscillator just told me to go the other way. So I'll probably right around that $0.50, or unless it springs fast, and I might do it at the right around the ATR. So I'm just looking for a way to, I'm looking at the market maker right here, and I'm looking at the price up there, 46 cents, 48 cents, 48. Come on, get over the 50 cents for just a second. Anything over 50 cents. Up toward that ATR. There's 46, 49, 52. All right, so I'll go back there. So I got a little bit of money there. I didn't see how much that was. And the arrow keeps telling us it's going to go back down. So now I'm going to try to play it. Now, this could be the time that it just decides to break right through. I don't know. This is really, really difficult action to trade, guys, because the trend just sort of stopped. So you're seeing me just try to squeak out, maybe break over 300 here. We have about 16 minutes left, so we could do, you know, good today if I catch these right. Bam, hitting the ATR like a wall. Now, everybody that trades any kind of strategy, almost every single person, I'm going to reverse right there, will use the ATR in some way or another. I thought it was going to bang back up again, you know. Thought it was going to. I'm just trying to hit these little tight scalps right off the ATR, but I'm getting hit again. This is making a flat top. I feel like it's going to break out. I don't want to use that word. From past experience, on an upward trend, you'll hit a flat top. You'll hit a price level, and it seems to be the ATR here, which is exactly what should be happening. And then it will respect it for a bit of time, and then it won't anymore, and then it just breaks through. So you watch the volume. So I'm at 51 short now. I tried to get it at the ATR, but you can see it's pushing it back down. I don't think it, from looking at the way this is going, and although now multi-channel alignment is all green, I'd like to see this. I believe this magnet will pull up right as it, when I see price action going to break that. So that would make me think to go longer, you know, hold it to go longer, but you know. You can see I am in the lead up there, which is nice. It's hard to believe. I feel like I've been messing up like crazy here. The current swing strategy that's going around the studio now is to trade Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. They're all continually going up. The one that's happenstance a little bit right now is Nvidia. Here's the reason why picking those mega caps is I think, a smart way to trade. Remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I'm copying what a lot of people are doing, trading in here and making, you know, $500 to $2,000 a day and much more, doing this, what I'm about to tell you. So they look at those large caps, and here's how they think about it. They think about it like, I want to make this much money today. That's my goal. However, if it goes against my position, I believe overall it is going to be going back up again. Hang on, guys. Let me just, I see a couple you already reversed up there. Yeah, I'll take that right there. 40. I thought I got it at 38. So I broke 300. And is it going to keep going down, guys? So you take a position in one of those, you try to get it low, maybe you get into it pre-market, you try to get it on more of its low over the last few days, if not at least the day before, maybe as low as you can possibly get it as it's going upward, right? But you get in either way. You get in, and if it's not a great position, you get in for maybe 1/3 your share size, right? So that you're not risking as much. And then you set on your ladder, you set the price you want to get out, and then you walk away. And you say, I want to make $300. I'm going to set it there. Even if it keeps going up, I'm happy with $300. So I'm just going to set it there. And then you walk away. And if it goes against you, you hold your position. The next day, whatever it might be, you have some max loss that's higher than a single day max loss, because you know overall, you believe overall. I'm going to reverse right there. That's too much. Right at the fib again, and that now, if this does the real breakthrough, then I have to be careful here. It's turning it around, so that made me, that's based on the relative strength index. These arrows are all telling you guys it's not, it's not going to go up. And then since I have two fibs, we never made any of the extensions up there, and the ATR here. I'm listening to what it's saying to do here. It's possible if it doesn't. It needs to break here. But I'm watching this only came halfway up of that column, and it's just, if it doesn't break after a while, traders lose confidence and it just goes the other way, which we don't. Well, it's fine if you're ready to go short, See this price action coming in? So that's something that's already closed. So that could pull this magnet up. Yeah, I'm just going to take that. That's just too much. So 379. Because of that, look, see the magnet came up. So going long right then was definitely the right thing to do. That's telling you, it's giving you confidence that the price is going to go up. But I don't have a lot of confidence when I looked at the sellers at the top. I'm actually going to reverse against that move because of that at the top. So I'm at 375 and going to manage a bad position if it goes back up. I don't think I'd ride it much past the $0.50, and I'd go long again. But I think up here is 244.58, and it keeps stopping here every single time. So I think right now, since it broke down here to this level, and it stayed at the top as it did it, look at the size of that candle. Tweezer move down right there. That's a tweezer move down. Know your patterns. See? And there it went. So that was the overriding thing. Now you have this gap between here and here. So theoretically, between the $0.50 and the fib, there's nothing, there's no support here. You just broke through the 9 moving average. This is the 20 moving, because it's going to break below that too. This is the 20 moving average. So let's see what happens here. Those are not as important to me as a lot of the other things. MACD's dropping. Might break $400 here. We're very close to 400. That's my new goal. So do the math, guys. 2,000 a week, 8,000 a month. If you should be able to live off that. This is in less than a half hour trading a very, very safe stock. You've seen how I do it. You just follow the strategy, set up, get your indicators, and then whoa, what just happened there? Was that just some weird glitch? That got so wide. I've never seen that happen. This up here is, I don't know what's going on with this indicator. Suddenly, that's a scary looking thing. Like it became a behemoth here suddenly. So I know my platform's sensitive. Sometimes it does weird stuff. It's getting smaller. Let's see. Yeah, I don't understand how to read that, but let me just, the buyers came to the top, so I'm going the wrong way. Multi-chart alignment is now conflicted. This is the weirdest thing. I'm not quite sure how to read this because there's a lot of price action up here. See how it's coming in? So that could pull this up, which means I definitely want to go the other way. In my mind, yeah, I feel like I'm going the wrong way here. More and more, this may be getting ready to break the flat top up there. So let's just see if short is the wrong way to go here. If I see that thing pull up, guys, you're going to see me reverse in a New York minute here. No. Still working on an alarm to go up. Whoa! Did that just happen? That just happened. Okay, so I'm going to reverse right there. It needs to continue to happen. Right at the magnet now. Right at the magnet. But it's weak. See how the volume's dropping? No, I don't like it. I'm going to reverse. I took a loss. I was watching this go down. This recede. This go down. Conflicting here. You know, I don't know. It's fading here, guys. So we're right at the 20. Here's the VWAP down here. Now the VWAP is considered to be the average price of a stock value at any time. But when you're looking at 1 minute intraday and stuff, you don't really base that. That's for more like mutual fund, you know, finding what is the average price to drop in large shares and then hold it for months and years. It just died here, like right when that weird skewing happened. So I don't understand what's going on here. So I'm just kind of, I feel this is safe to be short rather than long, but I'm ready to flip out of this position ASAP if something weird goes on here. No matter what you did right here, you didn't have much to lose. You didn't have much to win. We're going sideways, they call it. So this is called resting. It's just resting right now. So you just pick a direction you feel is that you think based on, okay, so now it wants me to go around. The oscillator says you're getting near the bottom of what you could do. So let's just see if we have more than one sign about that. We have another red candle opening. We have 4 or 5 minutes left to trade. Let's see if it goes down any lower. I'm looking at the market maker, 244.17, 18, 17. Again, just very, very slow and steady. That fib would be a spot I would turn around for sure if it happens to get there. And then I'd manage the bad position if it keeps going down from that point. But now it seems like it's turning around based on just what the buy-sell oscillator said. Certainly would have been a chance to capitalize there, but on that already if I just turned around. But I'm still waiting for a bigger play here. Over 400 now. I don't want to drop below that. Candle's about to change. 15, 16, 17. So is it going to change up or down? What's happening here? Up or down, guys? Volume's just picked up. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go back up. All right. Any second, I'm reversing here. Any second. 20 went back down to 20. 19 cents. Okay, hang on a second. 18. Going to get to that fib. 14, 10, 11, 10, 8. I'm going to take it there. I got it at 04. All right, so going to keep going. I don't know if it's going to keep going. So let's just see what happens here. So this is turning it around here too now. So, and we hit a fib. Now, sometimes the oscillator, you just wait. It hasn't really moved from where it said to turn around. It spiked, and it did a hard stop. So this arrow still in play right now when it said to turn around. So I'm trying to get a bead with the scalping indicator. Was at the top of that, but then dropped on the selling, and right around the time that was right here. This was at the top, and then this one had dropped a little. That's when the oscillator first told you that it's not as strong, and then it kind of just stayed at that level, banged against the fib, moved back up. You got the market magnet drawing it above it, but then you've got a lot of resistance right up here if it happens to go that high. And that's its big flat top right there too. So this is probably my last trade. Magnet just pulled down a little bit, looked like. Or was that an illusion? So this went, buyers won out, but it went a little bit lower. Maybe we can make 500 today. That would be incredible. That's 2,500 a week, 10,000 a month, if that happens. So yeah, so those traders that swing trade every day pick 2 or 3 different strategies, and do what I just said. They'll either go in low if it's not where they want it to be and add to it as it goes down a little bit, and they will have a max loss, but for the most part, it's much more than a day max loss. They're looking at like they're trying to make $500, but they have a max loss of 3,000 or 4,000 because they believe that overall, if they just wait it out, and you know what this comes from? A lot of experience, and many of you will be able to identify with what I'm saying. You get out, and then it goes right back up past your profit level, almost like 5 minutes later. So I mean, it's like they know, the puppet master. It's like they know. You scream at the screen. It's like, what the F are you doing? If I just had held it, I could have made I wouldn't have lost anything and made all that money. I'm whining. That's when you get the prayer indicator. I have a link to that too, but which is kind of funny. But so that's why. What do you do about that? Because you don't know it's going to go back up. But if you are trading, I mean, Tesla's a little iffy, but Nvidia, Apple, even Microsoft, AMD, some of those big mega cap stocks, in this current economy and market, wow, I broke 500. It's gonna, you believe strongly it's going to go up, and gonna break the fib again. So we're right up at the fib, and you can see it's saying no, we're done. So I'm getting ready to get out, but I broke 500, so that's just outstanding for 150 shares in a half hour. That's just outstanding for any trader that wants to try this strategy and just goes nice and easy and steady. Trade in a simulator first. I don't know if I said that. So I'm just going to sell out. I'm just going to see if it drops off that 50-cent mark here. Right now we're at 56. That would be my key to saying that I don't want to play this reindeer game anymore. So there it goes past the fib. It hit the fib. And really, this is my last minute to trade. So there it goes, 69.70. Wow. I don't want to get out of this split second, but I guess I'll take that. Okay. 547. I think I got it very close. And here it goes. It's just going to keep going, guys. So I stopped at the allotted time just so you guys could see, how that worked out with just 150 shares on a very safe behemoth stock that isn't going to get you in too much trouble if you just remember to get out, on your max loss. Or had I waited out all of that, there would have been no drama, and I would have made all the money here. I just wouldn't have made as much by catching these little scalps. But, had I just taken the trade, 10, what time was that? Like around there. And I just held it. And a lot of people say, why didn't you just do that? Well, I would have made half the money probably, for one thing. So I like to scalp. I know how to scalp, and I'm trying to teach you guys how to get the maximum you can get. But if you feel like you just can't get that, it's better to just ride the trend, really, and just have a max loss. It's still going. I could have made a lot more money here. Anyway, guys. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. As always, I forgot to say to please subscribe and give us a thumbs up and share and do all those neat things that can help our channel grow. I really appreciate it. I don't sell courses here. Everything's free. I give you a lot of links where people make money, but everything here on this channel is free, and I really don't push anything I don't strongly believe in, and I try to show it in use with demonstration videos so you can see how it might work if it worked for you in a perfect world. And I try to make sure I explain why I take every trade, so it's not a mystery that it can be done by anybody without knowing the future or anything out like that. But it kind of calling the future is what these indicators help you do, and find a strategy that works for you. Just be careful, guys. Always stay inquisitive and go green, and I will see you next time.